Liberty and Lead Podcast. Keep it local. Keep it cash. Tell the feds kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
Professor's in the house. What the?
Is it raining again?
Yeah, it's
it is.
heavy
Yeah.
rain.
Not like earlier. Holy schmoly. It was pouring earlier. Dude, I couldn't even see out of the window
When was that?
this morning.
No, I was still Lansing.
Anyway.
We were on our way up north, and we were watching that roll in, and we got to the north side of Grand Rapids, and it was a holy shit.
Yeah.
That's pouring. We actually,
It was here.
my wife actually sent a note to the school like, "Hey, daughter doesn't like thunder. Be prepared."
Oh, mine doesn't either, but not. She's a lot older than yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll bury her head in the couch.
Yeah.
Well, Trigger's going to be late if he shows up at all. Professor's in the house with us tonight. Like, share, comment, subscribe. How about that, was it McMurdy Spreeling or whatever? That car, you see that thing?
The one that can go upside down?
Yep. That thing, dude, I think it's neat. Is that?
That's neat.
I heard it take off, but it sounds like it's electric.
Hey.
Oh,
That's
there
one
it
right
is.
there.
But it's a vacuum car. Like you can see, he's just inching along because he's trying to maintain vacuum. How embarrassing would it be if he lost it and just fell?
Well, I got a pad.
But
That's pretty cool.
I also got this one.
I just noticed.
Nope, that's gas.
That's not it?
Is that the one going around the top of your track?
Yeah.
Because that looks like Hammerhead.
It
Yeah.
took the top spot for Top Gear
The back way around Hammerhead.
Yeah. By several seconds.
by several. The previous was held by an F1 car.
Yeah. Old one, but yeah.
Whatever. I think it's impossible to beat. And especially in our lifetime, but I think that's impossible to beat unless they figure something else out. Some rocket car on straightaways or something.
They'll figure something out.
Well, now that this guy came out and busted out everybody, they're probably like, oh yeah, now we gotta get to work. I just think that's a cool little car.
Sure, it'd be fun.
Dude, I would love to drive it. Probably never be. You'd have to be in a lottery to be able to even be near the thing.
Yeah.
Probably. There it is. The McMurdy Spearling has smashed Top Gear's 20-year lap record. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing is gimmicky when it's a vacuum car. Like when you have basically fans that are just sticking you to the ground. It's really
You think it's cheating?
it's artificial downforce.
Yeah. All right.
I could see applications for this in Formula One where you're going around corners and you're getting squirrely.
They won't let. I highly doubt they'll allow that. Do you think they would?
Well,
They're
I think
always
the
coming
bigger
with-
issue with F1 would be trying to find a way to fit it into the already small aerodynamic.
Well,
Package.
apparently they've gotten really big compared to the ones in the past. So they're next year they come up with smaller cars actually. But like everything, tech starts big and they make it as small as possible. So they'll find a way to fix this and make it smaller, more efficient.
Wow, I don't know how much smaller you're going to get with this thing.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's probably already the size of a jockey.
Well, look at him in that top part.
Right. Look at the size of the tires compared to the rest of the car. It looks like a Black Lightning McQueen.
No,
Yeah.
it looks a little bit like the Batmobile of old.
If Lightning McQueen was dressed as a Batmobile,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see
But-
that as a
it's
Batmobile.
but let's be honest, it's not long until you're seeing that going down the New York City's tunnels, like in Men in Black.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Speaking of Men in Black, so cruising down the interstate, I see this thing coming up on me. And I didn't see the badge on the front at the time.
Looks electric.
Well,
No?
to me, it looks a little bit like an electrified Ford Fusion, especially from that angle.
Okay. I don't recognize it.
It's a fucking Polestar too. I had to look it up to find out what it was. Polestar, not the stripper, but
Polestar?
Pole
Okay.
star.
Polestar.
This is the Polestar 2. Apparently, the Polestar 3 does not have a back window; it just has a camera. But if you ever see that emblem, that's the Polestar.
Okay.
I saw it on the interstate, and I could not figure out what the fuck it was because it was gloomy because it's Michigan in the spring, and it was a black on black car. I couldn't see shit on that thing.
I don't mind it. I don't know what the appeal is for it. There's got to be some sort of appeal to have that
It's
car.
electric, and
Okay.
it's not a Tesla, so the left is all about it right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Yep. There it is.
But I mean, it's not terrible. I just thought it was a Fusion driving down the interstate.
Yesterday, I got the screenshot this morning. 2 charged after found with around 180 rounds of ammo during a traffic stop.
They just get done at the range?
No. Fremont County, Colorado, U.S. Attorney's Office said 2 Mexican nationals were charged on Wednesday after 180,000 rounds of ammunition were found in their vehicle. On March 26th, Fremont County deputies conducted a traffic stop of a vehicle in Cannon City, according to officials. Officials said deputies searched the vehicle, finding 150 boxes of .308, around 30 boxes of .762, and said each box was labeled as containing 1,000 rounds. 41-year-old Cesar Martinez and 24-year-old Humberto Gesundheit of Mexico were both charged with unlawful possession of ammunition by an alien admitted under non-immigrant visa, officials said. So
he's here illegally,
thank you.
and they're just going to say the ammunition because it's not acceptable to say illegal right now.
But they're still here. They're still making criminal moves.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God they caught those guys. I don't know what their plan was with it. If they're just taking it back down to Mexico to defend themselves, or have one hell of a range day.
If you were just taking it back down to Mexico, why would you go all the way to Colorado?
Right. Or they're going to meet somebody at the border and they're taking it. Who knows? Maybe it's getting...
Either way, Colorado is a fair amount away.
Yeah. There's got to be sources closer to the border.
All of fucking Texas.
Okay, yeah. Touche. You're right.
I mean, that's what Texas is known for. Why would you go all the way up to the stoner capital of the U.S. to get it?
Unless they're
Isn't
trying
Colorado
to...
pretty blue?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's
Colorado's the one that just signed that bill that you can't... They won't sell semi-automatic weapons now.
Unless
more for me.
Well, actually, unless these guys bought it in Texas and shoveled it up to sell the ammunition in Colorado.
Maybe they're on their way to buy a bunch of weed from Colorado.
Or they delivered it. In trade, they got ammo.
There you go.
Which they can
I'm
take
sure
back down to Texas. And
if you paid attention, this story's probably not even close to being over with. But anyway.
It'll disappear.
Wonder if the super left blue-haired
The people you vote for, yeah.
douchebags of Colorado hook these people up with ammo. You come and get it. We're going to help you fight off Americans. Because we know how they feel about regular patriot
That is
type
true.
Americans.
Or the average leftist. I don't want this dangerous ammo. Just take it.
These days, I think they're more about the violence than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I think that
Yeah,
there's a backstory to this, and these guys are going to throw somebody under the bus. Somebody is sweating proverbial bullets as we speak.
They'll just call their good friend Hillary and they'll suicide themselves.
Touche.
Hey, these guys have some information about you. You
Yeah.
want that to get leaked? Watch them commit suicide.
So that was a good one. I learned that one of the rarest cars out there is a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Z06 big tank. I don't know why, but those things are worth millions of dollars.
Big tank?
Big tank. It's got a bigger fuel tank in it, but so fucking rare. If it's an original Z06 big tank, it's like millions of dollars. I took some screenshots of it. They call it the big tank, or AKA the tanker, because it had, I don't know what other it is. 36.5 gallons of fuel. For a Corvette, that's a bunch. Big tank. Tanker.
That's like enough to get to the next gas station.
To increase fuel range for endurance racing, 36.5 gallons. RPO code NO3, available, offered as an option for the 1963 06. Only 63 Corvettes were built as big tanks. That thing's worth some money.
63.
The 63 split window that's everybody,
Yep.
knows about. That's just a fun little thing I found, so I thought I'd bring it up here.
Oh, I got bored and
At
curious.
one point, we're gonna get to the kid that stabbed at the track meet, but we'll get there. I thought they bought him a $500,000 house. They bought him a $900,000. You got something?
It's not really political related. It's more of I got bored and I did some math earlier.
Go for it.
So, if you want to think about it, we're riding through space in general at 415,000 to 551,000 miles an hour.
Okay.
Because Earth rotates at about 1,000 miles an hour. And the Earth travels around the sun at about 67,000 miles an hour. And our solar system is traveling through space at 483,000 miles an hour. I don't know. I just thought it was massive fucking numbers. So, Ty, my 305 can travel 6,019 miles a second.
Well, that speed, 400 and what? 1,000 miles an hour?
415,000 miles an hour.
That explains my receding hairline. Tori gave me this bottle of rum, and he's dying.
I'm surprised it's not your
Earlier,
favorite
like
brand.
last weekend, he gave it to me.
I'm surprised it's not your favorite brand. Mountain Gay. It's Kirkland.
Kirkland.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah. I figured you'd like Mountain Gay. It's a brand of rum.
Oh, is it? I've never heard of it.
Wink.
Well, he's so excited to try this. He bought a bunch of bottles, and he gave me one. He even called me this morning going, "Did you try it yet?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "What are you fucking trying?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to get to it tonight. I'll do it while we're recording."
I'm going to mix
and he
it
goes,
with Pepsi.
"Well, I haven't tried it either." And I'm like, "Well, what the fuck?"
So he bought a bunch of bottles without trying it?
So are you
Sucker.
gonna try it without the mixer first?
I suppose we could. Would you like a little cup?
A little splash.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
I'll take a splash. 15-year barrel-aged. Product of Panama. What's the tariff on Panama?
I don't know. Let me ask the big guy. He's right here.
So one good thing about these tariffs have come out. Chinese companies have gotten on social media and
Thank you.
started telling everyday Americans what their company name is. Like the company in China that makes Lululemons or Ruru Lemons. The company that makes it in China is like, we sell it for $5 a pair.
Actually, I don't know why I just poured that into a cup.
I thought you were going to try it straight first.
I know.
Oh.
Are you drunk already? Because you just finished by pouring it on the fucking counter.
I did not.
That's
Okay.
alcohol abuse. It's right there, south of your book.
No, I did.
Jeez. You got a problem.
Ooh, that's pretty fucking. You all right?
It's been a while since
That's
I've
got a
had
little
liquor.
heat.
Oh, dude, that's got nothing compared to that Mammoth whiskey.
No, dude, that was rough.
That Mammoth goes down just real nice. Never get any heat. And then once it's in your stomach for a little bit, then the heat just starts radiating back
It
up.
comes right back up.
It's something else. We did it at Boomer's house
But
with Phil Billy, and Phil Billy got so fucking drunk. I
Well,
think we both put our asses on.
he
him.
showed up half a fifth deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he downed another one while he was there. Yeah, he was
I would be-
not playing around.
No.
Passed out.
Oh,
But
he
that
did.
man, if you wanted to warm up at like dead of winter, that stuff will put a fucking coat on you.
Like, you can get a fair amount of that Mammoth down without, I mean, it was real smooth. And then all of a sudden, you just start getting
Yep.
real warm.
I don't mind that. That's not bad. I actually like that. I think it needs to be a little colder. Even I don't think the ice is quite taking yet. Maybe I'll freeze it. That's really good. Dude, Corey's gonna like that.
All right, so Ty, you'll get. I'm sure you'd be into this. Out of China.
Well, before we get too far, hold up. I wasn't gonna do this, but now I've already got my liquor auditory. So now I can tell him I'm the one that put those gigantic pair of panties under your fucking seat in your car. That I'm still proud of that gag. Is it as good as the other ones I've played? No, probably not.
Did you have to wear them first?
No, I should have dumped a whole can of tuna in there first.
Get some Nutella. And,
I bought them super cheap off Temu, and I brought them in the garage. I had Amy take a picture. I don't know where the pictures went, but I'm holding them up, and they're like this fucking big. And I'm like, oh, these are so going under Tori's passenger seat. I hope his wife finds them and is all pissed off, and she pulls them out and realizes it's just a joke. But I'm pretty proud of that.
all right,
I don't know why, but he's been the butt of a couple of really good pranks.
because he draws it on himself.
Maybe, but
How's Porn
he's always
Stash
good
doing?
about it. Porn stash? He's working. I don't know. He's normal. What happened to him the other day? Something happened. I don't remember what it was. He lives right over here. We should have him on.
We tried. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on that. And it's, whatever.
Whatever.
Porn Stash.
Prude.
Dude, we were trying to get him on here to talk about farming.
Yeah.
His family's in it. I mean,
He's got a bunch of property over there.
yeah. But I saw this out of China.
Hello, boss. I'm Torman, a professional manufacturer of power tools in China. This is our production
look.
line of impact
Those
wrench.
tools look kind of familiar.
We have all kinds of power tools. If you are interested, follow me and text me for more information.
I mean, they're stolen colors.
Temu customer support.
Yeah.
But, like, the company that makes Ruru Remens claims, like, same quality and everything, but fraction of the price, because obviously Ruru Remen's going to mark it up drastically because
Yep.
women will pay for it.
Prime subdivision asses deserve to be in those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that and you want to look good, you're going to buy it.
Right.
And women can't fucking spend money intelligently.
I think there's some of them.
Part out. Yours is cheap, which is not intelligent.
Mine?
Your house is frozen half the year.
She's cheap. It's frugal and it's smart money.
And I would rather be comfortable in my own house and save money somewhere else.
Where my other neighbor spends like $800 a month on
Yeah.
gas and electric.
In the summertime, running gas. I get it.
Right.
Gotta
I
heat
get
that
it.
pool.
The ambiance of a fireplace is nice.
And the
But it just
steam off the 100-degree pool.
Dumps. It just dumps heat into the house. And they run AC to get it back out. Which,
Looks cool.
I'm not a fan of that. But, I mean, to each their own. It's just not my kind of thing.
So I'm looking at
But,
that.
hey, you never responded. Think your sister would let us try that one Instagram video?
Which one?
So, this lady took her pistol underwater,
Already liking it.
fired a hollow point, and then collected the rounds so it's perfectly mushroomed and not terribly deformed because it was in
Yeah.
water. I sent it to you.
Yeah, you
and I
did.
said,
Okay.
Do you think your neighbor would
No.
let us do it?
Fuck no.
Even right before they leave?
Nope.
Why not? It doesn't go very far. It loses so much
I
velocity.
know, but you watch the video, and I'm afraid. I mean, obviously it's a hollow point. It's a hydroshock, I think. Something.
Hydra, perfect.
I think it's a
It's better.
ask forgiveness.
There we go.
Yeah, I think that's an ask forgiveness situation.
I made your present. It came out of your pool.
Yeah,
Here you go.
but your pH levels are way off now. Gunpowder's really fucking it up.
I heard a loud bang and this appeared in your pool. Totally coincidentally, I was nearby.
Do you think we can point it up, go like to the bottom? I mean, we're probably going to need to borrow his Glock because I don't know if ours will fire underwater. They should though. The round is still the same.
Glock is going to work perfectly underwater. Little cycle.
Glock's gonna float to the top with all that fucking plastic.
Damn right. You never lose a gun.
Did you want to pop your collar?
No.
Glock is the shit.
Glock is shit.
As long as it goes bang every time, I don't give a
they
shit.
haven't had a design change in what, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and then they keep making money. They keep making guns that fire. When you pull the trigger, they go
Bang.
bang.
Okay. There's a gun that hasn't had a design change in 114 years. You saying that's perfectly reliable too?
They're not as. I actually think the Glock's probably more reliable. I would trust a Glock before a 1911.
Yep. Without a doubt.
They're. I don't know. Every 1911 has some weird
You're allowed to be wrong.
tick. I think they're just cursed from being cloned so many times.
Hey, if you need God's caliber, get a Glock in 45. Be happy.
Went to
I
Dunham's today.
don't like the way Glocks feel in my hand.
And the kid was just all about 10 millimeter. And his kid shoots a lot. I've talked to him before. He's a sharp kid. But he wanted me to try the FPC in 10 millimeter. I'm like, I got one in 9, and I'm perfectly happy with it. It's super accurate. It works really well. Because you have it that 10, and then he handed it to me. The whole thing's a little bit different.
Yep.
The texture on the gun is actually really sweet.
This is just an upgraded model.
Yeah.
The 10 mil, yeah.
Well, I think maybe the newer 9s of that model will probably have the same really cool, like, flat black texture, and it's got a real gritty feel to it. It's really nice.
I'm not super versed in 10 mil. I just know it's a high pressure round, and I think 40 Smith & Wesson is just a shorter version of a 10 mil. So you pack a little bit more powder behind it.
Okay.
They're high power rounds. Well, people like to carry them, but
I
wouldn't
want
to shoot them.
More rounds to be had in a 9 millimeter.
Yep.
I think that's. Why do they call 45 a God's caliber or God's round? I don't.
Dude,
know.
it's perfect. Ever since Samuel Colt.
Fat,
If that was so
slow.
perfect, you wouldn't have everything else in 40.
Well, I did that because 45 is expensive as shit
So 40.
Wait till you try 10 mil.
Yeah, no shit.
and harder to find.
Yep.
Well, look at 5.7. That's an even smaller round.
I wouldn't even
That's hard to
widen.
find,
No.
and it's expensive as shit.
I'm just happy 300 black is easier to find and slightly less expensive. Still
Than when
expensive.
it first came out?
Still expensive, yeah.
Okay. Apparently, Baird bought a 300 blackout pistol. I'm like, oh, yeah. I said, those things, you put a suppressor on them, they are whisper quiet. They don't call them whisper pickles for nothing. And they're already a subsonic round in certain.
Well, you can get sub and super.
Okay.
Dude, that thunder is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it sucks. But Sunday, I went out to the range and did some shooting. Took Duffy with me. Duffy wanted to shoot. He wanted to shoot that binary trigger.
Yeah.
So I ran one mag out, and I said it's pretty much unfreaking controllable. Once it starts, it's uncontrollable. It's I don't call it the wild child for nothing. I shot it. He watched. He goes, "Holy shit!" And then he shot it. He dumped the mag, and he got done. And he was laughing his ass off. And I'm like, "Yeah, but you just pissed 30 rounds away." And I watched it go right up that hill.
Your house is right behind that hill.
So I think it's more of a technique and not because I mean people can shoot those full auto. and keep it
That's all I know. I
and
mean,
keep
you
it
gotta-
semi on target. It's just you got to really get into it to control it. It's only 5.56, but still you got
I will say that the trigger is.
garbage. So Franklin,
It's a lot better since you polished that proverbial turd.
the turd is
You did a
polished,
damn good job on it because it was super inconsistent. It had a 10-pound pull and then a 1-pound pull and then a.
but for the cost of that trigger at over $300, it should not be that garbage. Franklin Armory needs to get shit together on that one. Just because it can go.
I think
know.
they were the king
Squeeze,
for so long because
release.
They didn't have any competition.
They,
Now
Yeah,
they
well.
did business correctly. They priced it at a point that only a chump would buy it.
Chump.
So they made plenty of profit
I
on
think he's
it.
talking to you.
They made plenty of profit on it.
Yeah.
And they priced it at a point that it would still sell and they could maximize their profits. They did the correct thing.
I like it. However, in stock form, it is absolute garbage.
So
Once he got done with it, it's exactly what I thought I was buying the first time.
So, like training, I think if you trained with that, you could control it. But I bet my one trigger that you hate, the super light one,
Yeah.
I'd bet money if I trained with that, I could fire that faster than I could the binary because it's a pristine trigger.
I don't know. That thing just dumps 30 right now.
1.5 pound trigger pull too.
The Thunder's going to get worse, actually, somehow. And we're going to get more rain somehow in a minute. Holy
It
shit.
started.
So I better go down to the house and get the generator fired up.
Yeah, you might. You're going to knock down some more trees. You might not have to cut them down. They're going to be down.
It's funny you were talking about that. You're wanting to buy that Milwaukee saw, and then you bought it. At the same time, I was looking at RepoCast at a Steel,
Yeah.
one of their base model homeowner ones, the MS 170.
Yep.
Looked perfect. Came with an extra chain. Had all the paperwork, the scrunch with it. I was like, cool. I'm gonna bid on that one. RepoCast opens at 9 o'clock on bidding, Thursdays. I don't know if it was 9:15 or 9:45, but it was a quarter of 9. So I'm gonna go look to see what that's at.
You bid on it pre-sale.
I didn't bid on it at all.
Okay.
I was just waiting. I
Just
don't
add it to your watch list.
add it to my watch
Okay.
list.
Okay.
I open it up. It's already at $155. I was going to top out at $150, so I was like, I'm out. I'm not going to bid on this. Then I do some research. It's the old model. The new model is MS 171. This thing new retailed at $199. So at $155
At 9 o'clock in the morning.
at 9 o'clock in the morning, at $155 plus 18% sales tax, or 18%
Buyer.
fee back to
Sales fee,
RepoCast, and your 6% sales tax.
Is it up to 18%?
It's at 18%. Zero to $800 is
If you
18%.
get over like $1,000 or something like
Yeah,
that,
then
it drops down to
13.
13%, which
Minus
is still,
3, if not minus 3 if you're paying cash. You're down to 10. Okay.
But I'm looking at that going, you're dollars away from
Brand.
retail brand new, and the new one now is at $219. What jackass is going to go out and buy a used one?
But you, all three of us, we've all watched things on RepoCast, and almost everything goes for more than what you can buy it for a
Yep.
piece of shit that's all dented up.
That
Except for the cars. The cars are all there for a reason. Most of them have a bad engine or something, and they're selling them as great running cars. That pisses me off.
But that saw ended at 175. So you had to be a chump to buy that.
Plus 18%.
mine was 230, but it's electric.
Yep.
I don't have
You're-
to fuck with premix, and it was brand new.
Yep.
175?
175.
175. Plus 18%.
No, times 1.18.
Well, 206. You're literally dollars plus tax plus 6%.
Plus, yeah.
Plus 6%. Now you're 219. He paid full price for a used saw.
Bingo.
And an extra chain.
Yeah, extra chain.
Oh yeah, the extra chain. Yeah. Well, I forgot
That
about
Okay.
totally makes it worthwhile.
I guess you could take a couple bucks as it was the 14.5-inch bar, not the 16, but it's like, fucking. I couldn't believe that. I was like, really?
I mean, there's been a lot of.
I might have been a buyer at 100.
Just without doing any research, my first thought was 150 and I'd be out. And yeah, all right, 155, I'm already
There's
out.
been a lot of those auctions where I saw the thing go for more than that object is new.
Yeah.
Are you guys fucking dumb?
Sound equipment goes for stupid, and tools.
It goes for stupid
Stupid,
more
yeah.
than new. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys research what you're bidding on? What was it? There was that radiant heater I was looking at, and it sold for, I think I looked at it, and it was like a couple $100 shy of a brand new unit.
Insane.
But it was used at a restaurant, and you had to dismantle it from the building. You fuckers paid a couple $100 shy to do a bunch of manual labor on a used unit that you had to fuck with.
Yeah.
Nah. It's just, I'd have paid $1,000 for that radiant heater, 20-foot unit.
Yeah.
I can get use out of it for that much. But to see it go for like $2,700 when a brand new unit's $3,000, come on. Just research some shit. But people just want to win. They get
When eBay first came out, it was the same thing. Two guys want something bad enough, and you end up paying more than what it's worth. Because I'm not gonna let this other guy who you never met or you never said boo to, you'll never meet. I'm not gonna let him fucking win.
I think it's almost like a gambling addiction where you want to be the winner of this thing.
I know people out there that will admit they have an Amazon problem. They have to see the Amazon truck in their driveway every day or click on something every day.
I don't remember when the last time I had it. Oh, Sunday.
I asked about the weather
Yesterday.
to wiretap in the house. I'm like, wiretap, what's the temperature? 70 degrees, you're on the money. And by the way, you haven't ordered any Trident White in a while. Would you like to put one in your cart? I'm like, sure. And she goes, in your cart. Would you like to just go ahead and buy it right now? I'm like, sure. Whoop, 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 whoop. Done. And I'm like, fuck, they take all the work out of it.
5 minutes later.
Dude, right? I'm like, wow, holy cow.
Your wiretap said you wanted this, so we got it moving yesterday.
That is the convenience with Amazon though, because my internet sucks. I had Verizon, and I couldn't use my work laptop out in my shed. No, I turned it on.
Okay.
It would actually drop my connection constantly because I have to be on a secure connection when I work. All of a sudden, boop, out. I have to log back in. If you're in the middle of something, you're boned.
Lose everything?
So I couldn't do it. And we're in perfect with Spectrum. Then last week I get an email from Verizon that said, looks like your internet usage is higher than most households. So if it keeps up, we're going to lower your performance until the next billing cycle. Well, my stepson picked up a PS5 for when he got his bonus at work. So now he's hanging out at my house for hours and hours and hours. First, downloading all the files for this fucking thing.
Which is a lot. 50 gig for a small game.
Yeah. It took days of downloads for this fucking thing.
That's
some slow-ass internet.
When we got one here, it was bad. I'm like, wow, that thing really takes forever to update or do all these downloads. I'm like, it just doesn't seem right. I think I called you and you're like, no, it's probably going to take that long. I'm like, damn, dude.
Let's see. I have a video game that I downloaded, luckily on Starlink, so it's faster. 150 gig. It still took, 8 hours on Starlink.
So
that's insane.
That's you.
Game was brand new. I bought it for $15. It was on a massive sale day of, so can't handle that.
Well, I don't mind
solo,
that.
though, right?
Yeah.
So I've got my stepson downloading stuff, my kid, my grandkid, fucking babies watching shit, me streaming stuff, my wife on something, stepdaughter on something.
And all her minions.
That's the ones I'm talking about. It takes forever. Now I go out to the shed to go watch TV. That's on my extender. And all of a sudden...
TV.
Yeah, I got TV out there. All of a sudden, cuts out, no internet connection. Wait a second, pops back up. Finally, it'll go for a while. It's like, son of a bitch.
Amy's freaked out before with her laptop because she does the cricket and the t-shirts and stuff. She's freaked out before and told us to turn everything off. Everybody get off your fucking phones right now. Like, oh, here we go again. But we've got Spectrum. It should be good. But no, and she thinks it's going to help, and I'm like, it's not going to help. I don't think it would. Do you think it would?
What?
Just
For all of us to turn our phones, just set them down and turn the TV off? And
I mean, if you're all hammering away at it, it might.
okay. I got really shitty routers. I need to get like...
well, that's
Well, you don't want to spend the money on those, though.
Oh, yeah. Cheap.
so. That's why I had Amazon in my house. I ordered Spectrum again. It's like I can't do this Verizon shit anymore.
Right.
It sucks. But then I'm going, okay, my extended network kind of works, but it kind of sucks too. All of a sudden I'll have to go in and reboot I'll have to redo the entire thing through the app.
Do you have like the cone on the house shooting one to the shed? Or do you just have like a Wi-Fi extender plug-in?
Just an extender plug-in.
Okay.
So I was talking to one of my teammates. She's got a mesh system, so I looked into that. I bought the Amazon version. 1 router, 2 nodes. Put one where my extender was. One's in the shed. I haven't had a chance to mess with it because of today, but I had it all hooked up yesterday. But thanks for Amazon. Ordered that yesterday sitting at work and delivered about 5:30. Got everything set up.
That's insane. How fast they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Around
Dude,
COVID, it was getting bad. They were doing 3 or 4 days. Like, oh, man.
I order energy drinks on Amazon.
I'm still
have to go to
drinking
the
those
store.
ones, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah.
Mine will be here tomorrow. I ordered some at the.
I haven't ordered anything off Amazon in so long. I think that's why I said, hey, Wiretap, what's the temperature? And she's like, we miss you. What do you need? Let me look at your list. You haven't ordered gum in a while. Okay. They gotta know. They gotta
know.
watch everything. They hear everything. They probably hear
They hear everything.
everything.
So my
I wish the Wiretap would go, hey, Amy, it's been a few days for Ty. You might want to...
I renamed. I named my my Wi-Fi system. Please leave.
So
What's the password? Fuck off.
there's a setting in there you could look into. Quality of service.
Yeah.
Set it for your MAC address
Oh, yeah.
because it'll prioritize your shit over everybody else.
Give them nibbles. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. I'd just be,
No.
I'm paying the bill.
Basically-
You're not getting anything.
Yeah.
So you would set your phone as the quality of service MAC address,
Yeah.
and it would make sure you got everything you want at the sacrifice of everybody else. So if you're not doing anything, they'll get just fine. But if you're really hammering away on Instagram like you do, then it'll throttle them way back.
I think that's a really good idea. I might have to look into that. Quality of service?
QoS.
Okay.
I'll look into that.
I'm going to look into that. Oh, they're going to love that.
I don't have that problem. I'm by myself in the house.
Yeah. I'm by myself in the shed.
Watching TV.
Oh, shit.
Just because it's black and orange, I don't hear about it.
You brought up that video of the guy with the drills, the knockoff DeWalt Milwaukee stuff. There's more talk about universal batteries. Have you seen anything on that?
I didn't look too much into it. I feel like it would be very hard to get the manufacturers all on board with it.
Well, they picked a brand to make the batteries. I think the government picked a,
Oh, yeah, because the government makes great
Yeah.
decisions.
and they didn't pick the 2 top dogs.
The
They-
leaders of the industry.
Right. They picked. I can't remember who they picked.
Well, I don't
It
know
was-
when batteries changed, but remember where I used to work, they had a place out in Holland that did tool returns and they'd sort through stuff.
Okay.
Well, they offered people, if you want to take it home, because it's just going in the trash.
Right.
So my wife worked there. All right, take some tools home, take some batteries home.
Mm-hmm.
I had Master Force and whatever else brands were out at the time. All the batteries looked the same, but there was a little tiny like knob inside where you'd slide the battery.
Okay.
Each brand had their own spot. Take my needle nose, twist it off, maybe take a razor blade to take it flat. I could use it in any
Boom. They're universal.
universal.
The where it slides into our drills, whether it be the DeWalt or Milwaukee, whatever. I think the slides are a little
Yeah,
different.
that's when they started. I think they started to change like
they really
that.
made that. The Black & Decker batteries used to fit DeWalt because Black & Decker makes DeWalt. So I was able to get, for some reason, one day I just tried it and I'm like, holy shit, this fits and it works. But that was the old style. I don't do that anymore. They
So
made
it's the Positech 20-volt battery. What is it? Positech's existing 20-volt power share platform is what they are talking about.
Well, somebody's pockets are getting lined with that decision.
Fucking Positech is definitely bribing the shit out of somebody.
Absolutely. Somebody.
Because why would you choose a brand that none of us have ever heard of
Right.
instead of DeWalt's 20-volt, which is 20 volts, or Milwaukee's 18? Why wouldn't you choose the Forerunners? Not Snap-on. I don't want to pay $1,000 for a 4 amp hour battery.
Article today. I just looked at Google News. Snap-on stocks are tanking. I gotta believe the Harbor Freight Icon
China.
line is probably putting a dent in things. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Positech.
Positech.
I've seen the name. I thought
It looks like it belongs with
Menards.
Ryobi Tools because it's got that greeny, black and green shit going on.
okay.
Dude,
I've seen the name somewhere.
I'm not a fan. I don't think the government needs to be telling
You can't
anybody.
really judge it yet until we get one. When I pull the trigger and I can hear it go. When I pull the trigger on a freshly charged battery and I can hear it go that fast, I'm going to be pissed.
That being said, though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what date was that posted?
Oh shit. That's awesome.
I mean, you could see the government trying to do it, though.
Well, they're supposed to do. Somebody was supposed to do it.
You sure?
Well, I think they were. But wait, like a year ago we talked about it.
It's a sticker on the back of a semi. It says "Girls Gone Wild" audition 5 feet ahead.
Alan's in Florida right now, by the way.
Oh, I know. I've been getting Snapchats from him.
So he rode in a Honda Ridgeline, a newer one, whatever.
Your
remember-
kind.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking that might be ideal for me as a daily driver. That way I can still just not fire up the 6.4 Hemi and go do something. If I need to just pull the aluminum trailer or to run to Menards and grab something to throw in the back, whatever. I mean, I got a side-by-side for that, but say I want to go to Grand Rapids and do that shit. Be perfect. Daily driver, get to work and back. Fucking thing gets like 18, 20 miles a gallon. For a Honda. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, Amy's truck gets better than that. I might as well go with the half-ton Ram.
He actually sent me a Snapchat earlier.
And the guy hates it, apparently. So
Said it was one of those you can't park there. And it was a Skytrack buried up to basically halfway up the cage. Buried on the beach. Oh, yeah. That thing's ruined. I'll buy it for cheap, though.
I mean, just replace all the electronics and flush out the engine, right? Yeah, it'd be all right.
So last Sunday I had to take the parents' trailer to go pick up my toolbox. The best thing that I've done when I'm backing up now, get on the security camera. I don't need anybody out there to guide me.
You got a smartwatch? Normally?
Yeah, I hardly ever wear it now. But yeah.
So that's what Hendrix does. He hangs the phone off the tailgate and he watches it on his smartphone or on his watch. That's genius.
Yeah. But yeah, I just pull up.
I just know how to back a trailer.
We'll back up and hook up, you know. To hook
As
up.
as a non-professional, hardly ever use a trailer. It's helpful to, hey, where am I going? Where I don't hit a tree or my
Or just
grills.
Attach a backup camera.
I'm not doing that. It's my parents' trailer. I don't give a shit.
So I bought they have them on clearance at Walmart. I can't remember the name of the brand of it, but they have,
Wang Dong.
yeah, they're normally $100 for this backup camera that connects to your phone.
Yep.
So just Bluetooth, whatever. I bought it it's on clearance for $40, probably 30 now, whatever. I was going to give it to Gavin, but I wanted to play with it first. If I liked it, I was going to put one on the side-by-side. Turns out, fuck that thing. Takes forever to connect. takes 4 hours. And I'm like, nope, forget it. So I have it in a bag ready to go back and get my $40 back because it's a POS. So heads up, try it. Try it.
I still need to get a backup camera for the Camaro because you can't see shit out the back of that thing.
No. When I was
Been there, done that. Yeah, I know.
one of mine, I put a great big red Chevy bow tie on the back window.
So you can see even less on the back.
And then I tinted it, and you can't see shit. I mean, it's like the Django movie. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Well,
Right.
in my Camaro, I put 12-inch subs where the window was, so you couldn't see a damn thing out of the back of that.
Right. The backup camera I have on the Corvette actually works good, but it plugs into the cigarette lighter, and then it's wireless that way.
You can just turn and look over everything.
I know.
And-
so I think I'm going to steal that and put it on
And
one
your
of them.
head's about 2 feet off the ground in that car.
I know. I need help with that, by the way. Somebody, whether my kids or one of you guys. The drain plug leaks.
Oh.
I changed the oil, drain plug leaks, and I need shop vac on both tappet covers, sucking vacuum, so I don't lose. It works. I don't know if it's going to work in this case. I think it will.
It should, when you're pulling the vacuum on both.
Right.
It should, as long as you keep your everything else sealed up on the
Get
top.
the kids. I mean, what else is there to seal? It's just the 2 tappet covers going to suck through the heads, and
Dipstick
the
too.
carburetor, as long as all the valves are shut. But even then, they got to get past the piston rings, which on that car probably suck a lot of air.
Well, you wanted to get fuel moving in it, right?
Yeah, right. And everybody's like, well, why don't you just change the oil and do it when you do that? I'm like, I just changed it with fucking VR1. It's a brand new oil. I haven't even started the car. And they're like, oh. Like, I know, I get it. Trust me. I'm going to fucking change it again, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna have the kids hold the shop vacs. Like I said, I've had it work before on lawnmowers and different things. It's worked. I think it'll work. I hope it works.
My lawnmower, it drips out so slowly that you could just swap out the drain plug easy peasy.
Triple rinsing it every lawn.
Well,
My kid.
that's why I put the fucking rubber grommet on the end of the blow tool and put it in the top, the fill tube, and started putting some pressure. And wow, this oil drains a lot quicker now.
Or just have a clean drain pan and drain it out.
I mean, I could. Coffee can or big one. A couple of them. That's got... I think it's only got 5 quarts. It's just a standard drain oil pan on a car, so... I get it. I'm going to make them help me, though. I hope that isn't heard on the microphone. I think it might be, though.
I think it is.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Dude, I don't
Especially when you're raising your ass.
know I don't know what I ate, but boy. It's not every night.
It is, though.
It's every night you do a podcast.
Not every night.
It's something about plugging all this shit in. You just start getting gassy.
I want people to smell my asshole.
Maybe it's something about hearing about the power bill.
Oh, my ass hurts. So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's the professor's birthday.
Big
Should we sing happy birthday?
The big 4-5.
What are you?
-1. 4-4.
44?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, anyway.
Thank you.
Getting old sucks.
Sure does.
Yep.
A couple more years, you can subscribe to AARP.
Yeah.
Actually, you can do it now.
How
My
old
wife-
are you? How old is that?
I don't know.
No, it's whenever. It's just.
But I gave my wife a lot of shit when I started showing up for her.
Fucking Heaton used to have those hair club for men. Remember the commercials that used to be on the TV? Hey, call now for your free brochure and your free video and your free shit. And he used to have them sent to my old man just to be funny.
Sounds like Heaton. How's he
Yeah.
doing?
Actually, I think we're going to try to ride tomorrow. So, he hasn't rode his side-by-side. He might be trying that tonight. Well, he would have been, but it's pouring fucking rain. Sneaky's in the house. Sneaky? Say hi. You want to plug her in or no? We're almost to a break anyway. How was your party?
It was just a hangout, but it was good.
Yeah?
That's a party.
Tell the boys what happened to your arm and your lips and your everything.
Get into
Louder.
a fight?
Yeah, she did. She got to fight with the ground.
Who won? Gravity won.
Sneaky zero.
I was going down the hill near the splash pad or the bridge.
You know that goes over 66 or 66.
Yeah.
I was going down the other side with my skateboard and I made it with just a little speed wobble. So I thought that I could do the other side.
Which is a lot longer, a lot faster,
and a lot steeper.
and
So, I was going down and I got a little too fast, so I started like trying to stop it, but I accidentally went face first into the ground. My lips scraped against the ground, and then my hand scraped against it. And at first, whenever I moved my palm, I felt like it was burning from the inside.
Been there?
And then my
rash, yeah.
you got
Then
one of
my-
them covered up. What else you got?
elbow, it's not that big, but
It's a pretty big strawberry on there. Smooth move, X-Lax. And then your brother tells me today, he goes, we told her not to. We told her to slow down. We told her not to do that shit. And told her to be careful. I'm like, oh, you did? And he goes, yeah, and she
was-
still went up there and did it.
So
I
ask
just
your
wanted to have fun.
ask your dad about his experience with road rash.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but I'm a dude. You were,
you had to be careful.
yeah, funny.
You went faster than me, so
It's all relative.
No, yours is not nearly as bad as mine was, but it was pretty bad. And it was like 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. I gotta go, Amy. I gotta go get Bianca. She ate shit on the fucking bridge. And I'm
no,
like,
it was
"What?"
Monday. It was
Was it
Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, it was Monday.
Okay, maybe it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Monday. I remember.
And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So she left and go get her. I'm like, "You want me to go get you?" No. I'm like, "All right." So I stayed home and I got all the first aid shit out. Like, I don't know how bad this is gonna be. She come home. I'm proud of you for tough and taking the beating, but your lips are still fucked up, aren't they? Yeah.
Keep that in mind when you start riding motorcycles and
Yeah,
doing
no,
shit
no
like your
kidding.
dad does.
No, let's not talk that. Dad don't want to hear that.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Man, do cars hurt.
Yeah. At least your accident was 100% you. When somebody else is involved, all three of us have had other people involved, vehicles on motorcycles,
Sue 'em.
one or another.
Sue him.
Well,
Well, I don't think Ty wanted to admit to everything of what was going on at the time.
I was good. I was
How fast?
forensics said I was only doing 35 in a 35.
Did someone erase that one?
No, it was by the time I slowed down. That's about the time I hit the ground. Yeah, I mean I was on a rocket and I was 20 years old or something, man. So I probably wasn't doing the speed limit at the time. No,
He was doing like 40 in a 35.
wink,
70.
wink.
You're making it seem slower than usual.
I think I posted one that's of a dude doing a wheelie on the bike, and I used to be that guy. Your mom was super pissed one time because I did like a super long wheelie, and her and Gavin were in her Trailblazer behind me, and I didn't know they were behind me. Like, I was just riding around town, and next thing I got home, I pulled in the driveway, and she gets out of the Trailblazer just pouring tears. And I'm like, what? She goes, we were right behind you. I'm so scared. And I'm like, on one wheel.
I learned when I was a kid I could not balance on one wheel when I was riding my mountain bike. I wasn't about to try it with hundreds of pounds of motorcycle. Screw that.
There was one video I saw recently where a guy and his backpack were cruising down the interstate, and a guy came flying up on him, did a stoppie to 70 miles an hour, set it down, and then
Popped a
popped a
wheelie.
wheelie.
Yeah, I think you might have said that to me. I was like, oh, I missed that. I'm going to have to get my bike out.
And then there was one, I saw a car and a bike decide to do a drag race, like from a light, and they take off, and the car thought he had it because he just had a quick lead, and then the bike passed him on one wheel.
I have seen that one. Wasn't he waving to you like, bye?
I used to do stoppies quite a bit. I got pretty decent at them. But then one day, right in front of Brad Hawley's house, I did a stoppie, and it stood there. And dude, I bet it was a 5-second count, just holding it. And it finally came back down, and that scared me enough, and I don't think I've done one since. So I'm like, man, I almost went head over heels for that fucker, or it could have went left or right, but it was perfect, and it stayed there and just.
That's the bike trying to figure out which way it wants to end up going. Because at that point, you have zero control anymore.
I can't crash. I need an oil change. That scared me enough, and I'm like, oh my god! And I don't know if the act actually scared me more than a bunch of people seeing me. I mean, it looked cool from that angle, I'm sure, but I'm like, man, I could have fucking went right there.
What was
in my forehead?
Ask Ian how his stoppie went.
Dummy.
He was doing about 65 and a 25.
Okay.
In a resi. Came over a hill, and as he crested the hill, realized that the end of it was a very quick turn, 90-degree turn, and there was a curve with a hospital lawn right behind it. And wouldn't you know it, he couldn't stop in time from 65 miles an hour coming over a hill. And he smashed right into the curb, fucked up his front wheel. But at least he landed on the lawn of a hospital.
I met that kid because he blew his chain out on a SV 650 out here in front of Tina's house. I'm like, they're pushing it into hers, and I'm like, why don't you keep pushing it and push it right up over here on this motorcycle lift that's sitting right here with nothing on it? Okay. And then I fixed his chain for him, but.
He just made bad decisions with vehicles because he ended up buying an RX-7 with the rotary.
Okay.
And then didn't really appreciate all the jokes when we said you might as well start running premix in it. So when the apex seals fail,
do the Valvoline high mileage on there. So yeah.
He sold that off.
He passed Jimmy one day coming to work. And Jimmy was laughing I came in the office and he's laughing his ass off. He goes, man, I knew that kid when he passed me hauling ass. I knew he was probably late. He pulled in right in front of me.
What was I left where you work one day with Dustin with the Mustang.
Your brother?
Him and his 4-banger turbo Mustang and me on my old 750. Mm-hmm. And he got to the gate before I did. He turned out, I pulled up, I paused, and then I went. And then started getting after it because I heard him getting after it. Had to pull alongside, and we're ripping down that street, doing, I don't know how fast we were going. I wasn't looking because, I mean, I got to make sure nothing's going on.
You're watching the road.
Well, you know that crest up by
that
pond area?
Yep.
Well, we started coming up to that, and I was already running out of speed, so I think I was up triple digits already. So I started easing out of it, letting out of it to slow back down, because once you come over that crest, there could be a cop sitting up there, and you ain't going to know until you get up there. So
that crest happens fast at that speed.
And, I mean, I already ran out of speed, and I think he was about out of speed too, so started slowing down. We came over that crest, and there were geese crossing the road. I was able to weave between them. He smoked 2 of them. Brand new Mustang, and he smokes 2 geese.
It wasn't a bad looking Mustang, but that was that 4 or 6?
4, turbo 4.
That's what Hendrix is running right now as a weekend rental beater. I'm like, you beating the piss out of it like a weekend rental? He goes, fuck yeah, of course I am.
The fastest car in the world.
Yeah, it's just somebody else's. What about you? How was the party today? You said it was good. A lot of people there?
Like me and 2 other girls showed up.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, we were waiting for someone else, but we didn't. She said that she was going, but she forgot about it, and she went to Lowell.
Slow. Yeah, that'll happen. You tell her she missed a hell of a party here?
Yeah.
You guys are having a good time. I think you had a good time.
Yeah.
You ready to start driving and terrorizing your dad?
Yes.
She wants to drive. So, you figure out what kind of car you want?
No, I just want a car that can get me somewhere, and that doesn't.
Fast.
And get you out of the house?
That doesn't.
Get you away from your parents?
Or a car that just doesn't look bad.
Whoa, the ones that look bad are half the fun.
Subarus. Well, I don't know.
Get an old Cavalier.
There you go.
Your car.
Put a great big fucking spoiler on the
If I
back.
give you my car, that means I'm going to have to go out and get some, I don't know,
No,
a
I was-
G8 with a huge turbo on it. Or
No, I was joking.
Ugh,
I was joking.
you have to go out and get that.
I feel obligated to get me something really fast if I give you my car.
I was joking.
You're
I
joking?
was saying it was your car, like it was the bad car.
No, my car's not bad. I like my car. It gets me. I've been averaging 45 miles a gallon. Of course, I
Indicated
drive
or
like-
real.
Real. The indicator, I don't count on that at all. Ever, because it's
Last fill up, I was
Depends
at
on-
41.
my tires have really, because I changed to the summer tires, and it really changed. It's a huge difference. I think I was getting advertised was almost 50, and I was getting like 45. Now I'm advertising 40 and getting 45. So every tank, I do the math on it. So I average about 45.
I think I'm at 41, but I do 75, so 10 miles an hour faster on the interstate.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to be the traffic.
I deserve that. Today, I took Mama San to Longhorn Steakhouse, and we did a little bit of shopping.
Show her the menu and say, look, see
No.
what we're saving by eating at home?
Wait a second. What do you order at Longhorn Steakhouse?
Nothing.
Mashed
I don't
potatoes.
order nothing. Yeah, mashed potatoes. I had mashed potatoes today and some French fries and some other shit.
What the fuck?
Amy got a steak burger, but she said it wasn't worth the shit.
Steak burger? The fuck's the point in going?
Burger.
Holy shit.
Well, that's her thing. She loves a great hamburger. That's her thing.
Is there any pink in it? She's talking to the manager.
Yep. She instantly
One
turns
of
Karen.
those.
I think when I went to Texas Roadhouse, it was like an hour wait just to get food.
Oh yeah, she had a really shitty experience at Texas Roadhouse. Sing it.
When we first got there, it was gonna be like a 30-minute to an hour wait. So they just said you can go to a bar, you can go to the bar stools and just sit there. So we did,
That's not allowed.
but there was like 2 seats left. It was enough.
Yeah.
And then we just talked, and then they took our order. So then we waited, and waited, and waited.
Over an hour.
Like, when we got there around 1, and by the time I checked my phone, we haven't even gotten the food yet. It was like 2:10. And then by the time we actually got our food, it was like 2:20 about. So like about an hour and 20 minutes. And then
The bartender tosses the bill on the fucking counter, and
It
he
was-
knew he fucked up. He knew somebody
No.
fucked up.
because he went to the back, and then he came up to us and said, "The cooks are having a really bad day personally." So he felt
My they thems are hurting.
so
I have a degree. I don't deserve this.
the
I
chicken.
voted blue. What the hell happened?
We got a
Kamala said
We
she
both
would
got
fix
a-
this.
grilled barbecue chicken, and for my sides I got a steak fries, which was the only good thing. The mac and cheese, you couldn't taste the cheese at all, and the chicken was cold and kind of bad.
So it was shitty all the way around, but the guy didn't charge you. You gave him basically a
He
tip, and
yeah, he made us pay $0, and we gave him a $10 tip.
well, you're not going to Texas Roadhouse anytime soon, are you?
No.
No. That's like that Omar's. Holy shit, that was horrible.
What was it? Royal Scott. When I was there for the company thing, I ordered loaded potato skins. It took over an hour to get. Well, the kitchen's
it's-
really backed up.
It's a microwave.
It's fucking
Yeah, no
potato
kidding.
skins.
It's a fucking microwave.
Throw them in the oven and ignore them for a while.
Yeah, no shit. Even burnt ones are pretty good.
As long as it doesn't take an hour. They came out scorching fucking hot. But an hour, it's like, dude, we're about to fucking leave now.
Right.
She brought my pitcher out
Because
in
I didn't have any
minutes.
food in here. I'm super drunk.
Oh yeah, I started right away.
Well, dude, you were here drinking pretty early.
And then I went there and I bought a pitcher. And I downed a good chunk of it. And I got another pitcher. And then I ate pizza. And then got another picture.
Oh,
Hey, I wasn't driving. Fuck do I care?
right. What if Sugar will make it tonight? Where are we sitting?
Over an hour.
An hour and 5 minutes, and
You need to learn how to run that.
So I can take some time off.
Moon needs a break.
I thought
What else we
about-
got, dude? I mean, I got some screenshots. I got some notes. How long you want to stick? You can do one, two.
I'll do one.
You do one.
Yeah.
It's your
So,
birthday. It's his birthday today.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. I got a controversy thing.
Yes, we love those.
Beak, I think you should weigh in on this one too. So, considering it starts out with that.
I don't understand how you even think to create a shirt like this.
It seems public decency has fallen. A restaurant is facing backlash over a controversial new food challenge. The meal, 2 towering stacks of pancakes, and for those who want to commemorate the feast,
Oh my God.
a t-shirt is available reading, "I took down the towers in under 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Many say the design is a tasteless joke. Others argue it's just breakfast, but one woman is speaking out against it.
It's not a joke. It's not funny.
All right, so
That's pretty.
So-
that's crazy, dude.
so the shirt was $23 on there, and one of the comments was, if that's the price point, it would be a lot better if the price was $20.01.
Oh. I have a quick one, and then we can do whatever.
I got one quick one after that then.
Okay. Earmuffs. Smash, marry, kill.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I think I saw this one.
Pelosi, AOC, Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smash, marry, kill. Pelosi, AOC, Michelle Obama.
Well,
I only know one of those.
kill Obama, because I don't like dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash AOC.
Yeah.
Marry Pelosi. 'cause
Bingo.
She's about to kick the bucket, and she's
She's
got
loaded.
fucking
Bingo.
millions.
Really?
I don't
That's-
know
that's
any
where I
of
was
these.
That's
going.
the only correct
That's
answer to that.
exactly where I was going to. Yeah.
I don't know any of these, so
You don't?
I only know one of them. And that's the Obama.
Michelle Obama, Michael Obama?
Yeah.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
All right.
This
get
is
into
this is
this.
funny too.
Controversy.
Oh, shit. I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah. This is an analysis of it. So look at the
think
thickness
so-
of that
I-
door. Look at the thickness of the door.
Yeah?
Couple, what, inch and a half?
I would
I'd
call
say
that
that's
2-3.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an airplane door, which does not go nearly as high as the space tourist.
Correct.
They were space tourists.
No, that's what NASA's calling them.
No. They were in there for like 11 minutes. It was not even.
It changed their
I
lives.
mean, that's insult.
Okay, but these
If it's
celebrities,
solid stainless steel or something,
these
Maybe.
Not the way that the door opened up.
billionaires,
true that.
went-
The way it
I think the only person
cardboarded,
that
yeah.
I think the only person that we actually talked about that even went to space was Katy Perry because that's all we knew.
well, the door
Everyone else
opened
was-
before Bezos opened the door.
Yep.
And whoever was standing next to him went, whoa, whoa,
Close that fucking door.
whoa! TV's rolling. They were live.
But
Which
there
fucked
were,
'em.
there were no scorch marks on it, which they didn't actually re-enter, so there wouldn't be. Those
They
windows,
just went really, really high.
those windows are far too large for any sort of pressure vessel, like a real pressure vessel. Those windows are too
I don't even
large.
think
I
they
didn't hear
even
that
went to
one, but
space.
yeah, I believe it.
Well, no, look at them.
Okay.
They're fucking huge. There's a reason why the
Technology
space shuttle.
today and the Lexon and the.
There's a reason why space shuttle
mean,
windows are this fucking big and that thick. It's because of the pressure. Also, on the space shuttle, the door opens outwards because of pressure.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
all of that. None of the people in there were wearing anything close to space or pressure suits.
They were just
You're
wearing like
right.
blue.
And
just
nobody
blue
They
had-
suits.
were wearing. They were
Literally
wearing.
the
blue
jumpsuit.
suits. Yeah.
Yeah, they were wearing fucking mechanic.
Looked like a
Uh-huh.
really bad pit crew.
And nobody had any sort of breathing apparatus. And you know that thing was not a pressure vessel. There was no air on board. So
don't think they went to space.
No, nobody does.
they
Except
got
for the blue-haired.
they got to like
crazies.
the edge. They got to the edge and then came right back down. And Katy Perry wanted to call herself an astronaut, and
They
NASA
all did.
NASA started calling them space tourists,
As soon
which
as
they
she-
all got pissy about.
As soon as she
Well,
got
but you
back
know,
down,
because what?
as soon as she got back down to the Earth, she started kissing the
No.
ground.
As
Yeah.
soon as
She said something.
She got out
opened
of
the door, closed the door, and then Bezos opened the door, then she climbed out and kissed the earth.
So last Saturday, took the kids to the Air Zoo in Kalamazoo.
Oh, yeah.
They have an SR-71, the one that goes
Blackbird,
yep, super high, and
super fast.
Mach 3 or 2,533 miles an hour.
It outruns missiles.
Yep. But right next to it, they have the suits that the guys were wearing.
Yeah, they have.
Those are
Full pressure suits.
full pressure suits, almost space suits because they're so high up, and they're wearing just a jumpsuit
A
with their
basic jumpsuit.
with their hair did.
yeah.
Top Gun Maverick with the SR-71.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives me a brain stiffy,
Someone
especially
else,
that opening whole scene, the whole thing. I love that.
Oh, whatever that plane is, but yeah,
That's
that's-
the scene. I mean, yeah.
someone else also mentioned that normally when a space capsule lands, the EMS is on site just in case, but they weren't there for when
Well,
the capsule
they
was
were
open.
maybe outside of camera view.
No.
No, they
I saw drone footage of the whole area. Media vans galore.
That's a fucking red flag. That's
Everyone formed up before they bothered to open the capsule. Nah. It was all
if you
There
can
should
hit
have been
if you
fire
can hit your
trucks.
landing target,
all sorts of EMS. Every brand of EMS.
rushing in because you don't actually know where it's going to
With,
land.
Yeah.
with oxygen masks and everything because you don't know how shape these people are going to be in.
I mean, did you see the videos and pictures of when the astronauts that were stranded in space got unloaded? They were in gurneys because their bones had weakened.
yep.
The muscles
Oh, from the ones that
atrophy.
Elon brought back?
Yeah.
Okay.
The muscles atrophy because they're not
They're
getting
not using them.
used as much. So they were all bedridden when they came off the ship. Dude, they were in space so far. You can only work out so much and
Every
keep yourself intact.
opportunity for every being to go up there and save these people. Nobody did it. Elon did it.
No.
But how do we fucking
Now imagine,
punish him? The key is cars.
Now
Because
imagine-
and bomb his dealerships. Go ahead.
Imagine being one of the astronauts that got stuck up there, and then you get rescued and you start making recovery, and then Katy Perry calls herself an astronaut as well.
There's a space peanut.
But I figure we're gonna do the one. I got two more controversial things. We
Yeah,
might as well
roll.
do it. All right, let's do that.
Let's steal the professor as long as we can.
All right, so you guys saw this one, I'm sure.
I didn't.
I have not.
Oh yeah. Wow. Oh fuck.
What the hell is that? Ew.
No,
That's a cool car.
It
That's
is.
a cool car.
Why is the...
But it gets better.
the back's
What?
open.
Oh.
He's
I
showing
thought it was
off.
the-
Yeah.
what?
He's showing off.
It's a sexy car, but
He probably gets in a crash.
Oh no, is he gonna Mustang it?
Yeah, he does. No, he doesn't do that. He gets.
You can see you can see that he knows that he made a
I
mistake.
hit
Oh, fuck.
what? Dude, imagine making that call to your insurance company. You hit a what?
Sorry, this is Michigan no fault.
Yeah, man, you're on your own. We canceled your plan yesterday.
You didn't pay the premium, dickhead.
So the feds have charged a man with
Hold on,
attacking a
hold on.
Tesla showroom in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the Republican headquarters in the same city, same person. So here's the suspect. Stick there, 40 years old Jameson Wagner
40?
is now, we are told,
It's a
in
rough
custody.
40.
Senior national correspondent William LaJeunesse looking into who this individual is.
His mom
and
is so
reporting on
disappointed.
this live from Los Angeles. Hi, William.
Why?
Hey, Martha, surveillance video caught Jameson Wagner torching both the Tesla showroom, and the GOP headquarters in Albuquerque. And now Wagner, seen here in that black lipstick that you mentioned, is looking at 40 years in prison. Now, FBI
he deserves 40.
Also credited ATF investigators for
first
linking
40
him
looked pretty
to the
rough.
Fire Valley.
He's going to enjoy his.
So at
He is.
Tesla, they found an
Well, he gets to hang out with
intact
a bunch of
drop
other
the soap
people.
purposefully.
liquid and graffiti saying "Die Elon, Tesla Nazi Inc." And
I
a
feel like we're
swastika
still
on
too
the
close to a
building
school for
and
him to be
6
on the
vehicles.
TV.
It was about a month later that cameras picked up the same suspect wearing black clothing and a mask, carrying a white box, where he also firebombed the GOP headquarters and spray painted ICE KKK in perfect lettering on the building.
Perfect.
This is not just an
It's not
attack on our
perfect.
building. This is an attack on our values, our free speech, and the right of
But
every New
I saw
Mexican
that and I
wants to
thought it was funny.
participate.
And then I actually had one
Dude.
more to
Wait, so
stir
wait,
the
what was
pot
his reasoning again? I was not.
because he's a lefty nut job. That's basically the only reason.
I heard like he spray painted Nazi or something.
ICE, KKK, some shit.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention to the politics side of things much. You don't have to. You shouldn't have to. You're only 14. You shouldn't have to pay.
How
It
trans
shouldn't
you're
even.
getting ready to
It shouldn't
go.
even be a problem for you to have to deal with in your future.
You should be putting on black lipstick instead.
Good old Jay and Silent Bob.
I mean, that really is the gift that keeps on giving. The Jay and Silent Bob.
But yeah, that's a couple other things I had. Just
I would feel bad if you got a Tesla and then all these accusations came out about Elon Musk and you didn't even know, but you don't want to get a new car. So then your car gets blown up.
But the
what
jokes
was it
would
the
be
memes were
great.
saying? The best part about having a Tesla right now is that you can paint a swastika onto your own car, and people think someone else did it to you.
Liberals with $17 in their savings account, 12 credit cards maxed out at 23% interest rate, a 10-year car loan with an 18% interest rate, a 30-year mortgage with no money down at 7.8% interest rate,
Stealing my
want
money.
you to know why the self-made billionaire president's tariffs won't work and why the richest man on the planet doesn't know how to cut waste and abuse. There's a lot of truth in that statement.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
can't even...
hey, Ty.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Would you say Bianca's too stupid to get a ID?
ID for what?
An
State
ID.
ID.
ID in
Like
general.
to vote or drive. Because the Democrats think so.
She's too stupid to?
That SAVE Act that Trump's putting through.
It's because I'm a woman.
So, alright. So it says 8 in 10 married women have changed their surname.
Oh, married. That's why I know.
Well-
Yeah, like you can't. I heard about this. You can't vote if like your name, your maiden name needs to match.
You know how you fix
Not your
that?
maiden.
You take your marriage certificate and your birth certificate to the Secretary of State, and they change it. Voila, it's fixed.
You're
But
saying that.
women are too stupid to figure that out. So
Let me...
it's the same thing with black people are too stupid to get driver's licenses.
There we go. So we have the data. I love this guy's Instagram page. He's got all sorts of crazy shit. But gun deaths, the highest and lowest, the gun deaths per 1 million inhabitants.
I think Florida needs to get a little darker now.
Really?
Florida State University. Yesterday.
How many died? Just one?
5.
5 died? All 5 died? I
I
thought...
think 5. And then he surrendered. Which kind of blows out the narrative of the cops just shoot black people for no reason. Because he surrendered and got arrested.
It's just one of those things. I'll send it to you so you can put it on there. But the highest and lowest of gun deaths in North America, Canada, USA, Mexico. Mexico is pretty fucking dark.
Yeah, it is.
It is very dark.
Over 400.
Somehow
don't
it's darker
like.
than the U.S., even though we have a lot of public schools. A lot.
I don't like.
Oh, sorry, it's only 2 dead.
A lot of Americans go down there for vacation.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's
Tourists, they don't like tourists.
it's cheap.
But
well, it's not necessarily cheap. It's the weather. It's the beaches. It's the all-inclusive drunk fest resorts.
I think the main reason why Michigan is a little more orange than the others is because of Detroit.
Huh?
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit
Oh, yeah.
is
If
dragging
we get
us
rid of
down.
Detroit, I guarantee you we go back to this color.
Well,
Guarantee that we
if
have-
Illinois got rid of Chicagoland,
Oh,
they
yeah.
would be the lightest color possible.
Pennsylvania.
They got rid of Philadelphia.
Philly, I mean.
I'm actually.
Memphis has got to be just killing.
I'm
you
surprised
guys.
New
Yeah.
York is as light as it is, considering how fucked up the city is.
They're probably on the brink of getting to a darker orange.
guys. Right. I mean,
And actually-
maybe I watched too much
But if it's-
Law and Order.
if it's
Maybe.
per 1 million,
And actually, if you shear the San Andreas Fault, California would be pretty lightly colored too.
If you just get rid of Texas as a
What do you
whole,
mean?
you might. America might be
Shear the
lighter.
San Andreas Fault.
Yeah.
So San Francisco, L.A., San Diego all fall into the ocean, the crime centers,
Yeah.
and then California all of a sudden doesn't have as many gun deaths.
It gets wet.
let's drop Chicago into the Lake Michigan too.
Before 400 for
Right
1
next to the
million.
border.
There's a couple
Greater than.
just south of El Paso. No, El Paso. Yeah, El Paso. The other side of El Paso is awfully dark.
Well, look at the south side of California; it's real dark right there too.
What is that? Don't blank.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there. It's fucking highest.
Oh, yeah.
Chihuahua.
Second highest. What's
Colma is the one next to Texas.
Colima.
Oh, that isn't high.
I don't know.
So
how
the
to
highest
say
is Colima, Chihuahua, Guerrero.
Hey, they got a Michigan.
That look like
I worked with a guy from Michigan.
Michigan, Baja California. Baja California. That's got to be what it is. Yeah.
No, Baja California is the end of the peninsula. Well, maybe.
I don't know
Maybe, because
Cabo San Lucas is the end of it.
yeah.
So the lowest is going to be Cuba,
Canada. Yeah, that's
Canada,
pretty nice to
New
kill
Hampshire,
anyone.
Grenada, and Maine. Why is Maine the lowest gun deaths?
Hey,
Woody, please take this one because I know
hold
you
on.
know that one.
So,
And New Hampshire.
do you notice something that those lowest 5 have in common? Like
That's where I'm going.
homogenous societies. Everyone in Cuba is the same. Everyone in Canada is the same. Same with New Hampshire, Maine, Grenada.
No,
They're all the same.
Maine has everybody carries in Maine. No, everyone carries in Maine, and
Wow.
everyone's afraid to rob each other or try to.
Looking.
And
Look-
Canada's too nice to kill anyone. So
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry to do this, eh?
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Well, this is also gun deaths. I feel like Canada would injure you and sorry.
But it's per 1 million. There ain't that many people in Canada per
Yeah.
square mile.
There's
you know what I
a
mean?
million people in Canada.
Yeah.
All along our border of the U.S.
Yeah, they claim they don't care about the U.S. at all, but they all live right next to the border.
Touche.
Well,
And
maybe
they-
one.
Of course, they speak French.
Well, part of them do. I still wish,
But Alaska's got a little tinge to it.
Ooh.
which is weird because it says excluding suicides, which is what most of Alaska is dealing with.
Well,
Yeah.
That's-
Their solitude and their.
Their solitude. Groceries cost $1 million because you have to have it flown in by plane.
Yeah.
and also you kind of live closer to Russia.
As bad as that sucks, I don't think it's got anything to do with it. No.
I mean,
I know. I think people that live on the Diomede
Like-
Islands are doing pretty good.
yeah. I mean, like they're 2 miles apart.
Yeah, but what's
How
your
far?
name?
2 miles, because Russia owns this land and then the U.S. owns this land, and they're pretty close to each other, but
The
they're
Diamond
islands.
Tomorrow and yesterday islands or something like that.
Okay.
But they-
I guess I didn't know that, but I'm today.
Well, you can
Look at all the
stand.
things I learned on the Liberty and Lead podcast.
Well, yeah, you just stand on one shoulder. What's your name? Fuck you, Tony.
You see that fire over there? Come on. Don't you dare.
So what I'm saying, my immigration idea is, let's just capture Mexico, and you see that. Oh no, go back to that picture.
Sorry.
So I feel like the wall is a lot easier to build all the way down where it connects to South America.
Much shorter wall, huh?
Much shorter
I think
wall.
the crime is going to keep existing in that
Oh, don't
Mexico,
worry.
old Mexico,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Fix that.
Push them in the water.
Well, we got El Salvador. It's
There's
a
a lot
lot
of
cheaper
that.
than our own prisons.
Okay. How about the guy that the left wants back from El Salvador so badly? What was his name? Dickhead.
Terrorist
Dickhead.
McFuckhead. I don't know.
Yeah, dickhead. The left wants this guy back so bad, they're pressuring everyone, and they're like, no, he's labeled a terrorist. He's MS-13. He's done all these things. He's child trafficking, drug trafficking,
Yeah, but
human trafficking, child trafficking.
But the gang wants to kill him. Okay, that's not our fucking problem.
No, he's what is he, Massachusetts or whatever dad. No, he's not. No, he's not.
It's illegal.
Illegal.
Period.
That and what was the other one in the news? Oh, the kid that did the stabbing kid.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
His parents got a bunch of money. They
Yeah.
bought a house.
GoFundMe. There's probably more
Everyone
than just GoFundMe.
everyone said, I'm so proud for your bravery.
His bail was set at
Are you kidding me? Why the fuck would you bring a knife to that?
His bail was
I
set
don't
at like $1 million, but some activist fucking judge lowered it to $250,000
Got him right out.
Everyone-
GoFundMe bought mom and dad a fucking $900,000 house.
Yeah.
and a bougie ass car.
Everyone thinks that it was
Serious?
because the white kid was being racist, so everyone said,
Oh, what?
I'm proud of you for standing up for racism. $100,000. They give so much money for even the stupidest reasons.
He raised like $500,000.
He wasn't
Yeah.
racist. I
guarantee you
I would
wasn't
hate.
racist.
I'm not. None of us are for racism. It sucks, but they throw it out there so often, and it doesn't really exist. Again, I've said it a million times. Racism was at an all-time low until Black Lives Matter said it wasn't, and now all of a sudden we're just all racist. Hell, I got a fucking guy I work with that says everything's racist, and it pisses me off. But it's not. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody
No.
gives a shit if they're gay. I care
As
that
long as you don't-
I care that people are shaking their asses and their dicks in a parade at my kids.
Yeah.
I just don't like it when they rub it in your face. You can
That's
be
what I was
gay,
getting at.
just don't say
Don't expect me to kiss your ass because of it.
like I'm gonna treat you the same as any other person. I'm not gonna.
And don't hate me because I'm going to treat you the same.
Well, you can be gay. I'm going to treat you the same way I do everybody else. Keep your shit indoors. I don't want to see anybody
Exactly.
fucking naked on the street.
Nobody,
Grow the fuck up.
just like a gay couple doesn't want to see me have heterosexual sex.
Or
I don't want to.
PDA.
I don't want to see you have.
Nobody wants to see this.
No one wants to see you or a gay man.
Yeah,
Same,
keep
same.
it. Yeah. Why's it got to be a guy? All of a sudden, what are you?
Are you homophobic because it's only gonna be a guy?
No, he likes lesbians. But
Fucking kids in the minds in the gutter.
just like her dad.
I got just.
All right.
I'm gonna. We need to call it. Let's take a break and see if Trigger ever shows up.
I mean, I'm ready to call it a night.
You
one
ready
way
to
or
call it
the
a
other.
night and do one and done?
Yeah.
You can.
I mean, it's a long hour and a half.
You got anything else to add before we go? You got gun topics?
Not really.
Like I said, I took Duffy out and schooled him on fucking optics because he was shooting and shooting and shooting, couldn't hit a damn thing. He took my gun, bing, and he looks at that thing and goes, holy shit. I'm like, step up.
I did bring the new one, just if you want to see it.
I
But
do
then
want to see it.
I did get a text today that my LLC is now confirmed, so I legally have a business now.
You're going to be writing off so much shit.
So
No one's going to be paying attention.
need to create a website, put pictures on it, descriptions, and then try and
We got Amazon. No one
Make
will
it
pay attention.
legit enough to get us where we want to be.
yes, sir.
Yeah, there.
Actually, Ryan has been there as well. I don't remember how he got there, but Ryan Foy. He keeps saying he wants to come on, but I probably should have called him today. We'll get him on.
What about the other Ryan? It's got some good stories.
Her Ryan? No, I don't know if he could. In his position,
We can hide him and obscure who it is.
yeah, I
As long as he
suppose we
doesn't talk about what he does now.
could. Right. I suppose we could. We could try.
He can
I'll
sit
see.
over there.
Put a baklava on.
We'll run a wire.
Let's get her to grease the wheels.
What?
We'll run a wire over there, and he can just hide.
Yeah. Talk to you later about it. And yeah, you haven't shot that yet, have you?
Nope. I was hoping beforehand. I was going, hey, birthday's
I'm on
off.
my way,
Let's go shoot.
Well, I've got bad news. The fucking I can't believe this. So we set up that gun range.
Yep.
Me and Gavin went out there. The wind took her down already.
Mother.
Fucker. Yeah, I'm like,
Even-
are you kidding me? So now I got to figure out it's going to take some labor
Yeah.
to get that.
Even so, I was. The plan was like, hey, got my birthday off. What are you thinking? Otherwise, I was going to probably go to like an outdoor range tomorrow.
Like Kelly.
Yeah.
I can't. The old lady's birthday.
Yep. So, yeah, I haven't shot it yet, and I've only got the one mag through the Hellcat. I haven't shot.
Well, he purchased a comped SIG.
P365 Legion.
Legion?
Yeah, it was their top of the line.
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
No.
You mentally talked yourself right into it.
Oh, without a
When
doubt.
does the Plano case arrive?
I have the Amazon special over there on the pool table.
You bought an Amazon bag?
Yeah.
Ooh, are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
No.
Take his
No.
time.
I've
Wait till she leaves.
I've been eyeing the Condition 1 cases that are cut for storing guns.
I realized last night when I was out here reloading mags, I realized tonight I want one of those maybe 2 foot wide, 1.5 foot wide with all the mag pouches,
Yep.
cutouts and the gun pouches. I'm gonna need one of those because I got a shitload of mags.
Would that be the one that you used the Maglula on?
I did.
Pussy.
Maglula for the win. Maglula for the win. Dude.
But you send me one, I'll use it. I'm not going to buy one. I'm fine with my fingers. I've loaded
You
so
really
I
are
have
the old
loaded
lady from
I have
whatever.
loaded
My
so
fingers hurt.
I have loaded so many mags. I'm just not, I'm used to it now. Just finger them in.
You're
And
getting
I can let
callous.
sound bingo. Exactly.
Send us off.
Here's those that wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.